Next question. In an election, 30% of the voters voted for candidate A, whereas 60% of the remaining voted for candidate B. The remaining voters did not vote. If the difference between those who voted for candidate A and those who did not vote was 1,200, how many individuals were eligible for casting vote in that election? The options are 10,000, 45,000, 60,000 and 72,000. So look at the question. There is an election and there are n number of voters. Let that value be x. So the total number of voters can be assigned the value x because that is the unknown here. And then 30% of the voters voted for candidate A, and then there is some remaining number, and 60% of that remaining number of voters voted for candidate B. And the remaining voters did not vote. That is, after voting for candidate A and candidate B, there is some remaining voters and those voters did not vote. So if the difference between those who voted for candidate A and those who did not vote was 1,200, we have to find the value of the total number of voters. Okay. So now let's see how to solve this question. For this, as I already said, we assume that the total number of voters is x. As in any algebraic question, we assume that the unknown variable is x. Now we have to see how many people voted for candidate A. That is 30% of the total number of voters. That is 30% of x, which will be equal to 30 by 100 into x. That is 0.3x or 0.3x. Now what is the remaining number of voters? It will be x minus 0.3x. That is, we have to subtract the number of voters who have voted for candidate A from the total number of voters. So the remaining number of voters is 0.7x. Now what was given in the question? 60% of the remaining voters voted for candidate B. So what is that number? 60 by 100 into 0.7x, which will be equal to 0.42x. Again, we have to find the number of remaining voters. How do you find that? We subtract 0.42x from 0.7x. That is 0.7x minus 0.42x. That will give you 0.28x. Now it's given this number did not vote. That is 0.28x people did not vote in that election. Now what is the condition given in the question? The number of people who voted for candidate A minus the number of people who did not vote. That difference will be equal to 1,200. So what is that value? The number of people who voted for candidate A is 0.3x and the number of people who did not vote is 0.28x. So we get the equation 0.3x minus 0.28x will be equal to 1,200. This is a very simple equation. Now what is the value of x you've got? Yes, x equal to 60,000. That is 60,000 people are the total number of voters in that election, or the total number of people who are eligible to cast a vote in that election. So our answer is 60,000. That is option C.